Welcome back. The royal family feud is on full display once again after Prince William delivered a not-so-subtle jab aimed squarely at his brother, the Duke of Sussex.
Yeah, so during a visit to an army base, the future king joked that families are a mixed bag, adding some of them might not want to see you that much.
Prince William has always been the steady hand of the royal family. Calm, composed, the one who stayed silent through storm after storm. He carried the weight of tradition on his shoulders with grace and restraint, even when his own brother seemed determined to tear it all down. But now, that calm has shattered. Behind palace walls, insiders say William has hit his limit, and the word echoing from those closest to him is one we've never heard in relation to him before. Disgusted. And the trigger? Meghan Markle and Prince Harry.
Fresh from repeatedly telling us that they were escaping the United Kingdom because they wanted privacy. They hated the press. They hated everything to be involved in the intrusion in their lives. And then they had their little children and the feral children, and they left them with the chickens. And all she does now with her jams that are crap is post pictures of her children left, right and centre.
After years of walking the high road, William has taken a detour. He's no longer interested in peace. He's done trying to fix the unfixable. The moment everything changed came in the form of a video so bizarre, so cringeworthy, it spread like wildfire across the internet. Meghan Markle, in a hospital gown, twerking and laughing in what looked like a staged birthing scene. To some, it was just strange. To others, it was pure performance. But to the royal family, it was an embarrassment. An outright mockery.
Meghan Markle has posted a video on her Instagram account showing her and Harry dancing in the delivery room prior to her giving birth to Lilibet 4 years ago.
This wasn't just bad optics. This was a deliberate spectacle, and it landed at the worst possible time, right when William was quietly preparing to sever ties once and for all. The video didn't just go viral. It struck a nerve. And in William's mind, it was the final insult that turned awkwardness into irreparable shame. Prince William didn't issue a press release. He didn't storm the headlines. But he didn't stay silent either. During a visit to an army airfield, he casually asked a group of soldiers if they got to see their families often. Then, with a smirk, he delivered the line that would ignite royal watchers everywhere.
Meghan sharing this never-before-seen video from the hospital in 2021. At the time, Lily was apparently a week overdue, and Meg explains when the spicy food, all the walking, and acupuncture didn't work, there was only one thing left to do.
Some of them might not want to see you that much. Harmless, maybe. But coming from William, who chooses every word with care, it was a sniper shot cloaked in politeness. Royal commentator Lady Colin Campbell immediately called it out, saying this wasn't a slip. It was a signal. A warning shot from a man who's done playing games and done biting his tongue. Once known as the family's internal peacemaker, William spent years acting as the bridge between his brother and the rest of the monarchy. He absorbed tension, diffused conflict, and kept the doors open for reconciliation.
The outlet says the incident took place at Harry's London home in 2019 as William confronted him over his relationship with Meghan Markle. Harry claims his older brother was already piping hot when he arrived at his home, where he allegedly went on to call Meghan difficult, rude, and abrasive.
Even when it hurt. But that version of him is gone. What we're seeing now is someone hardened by years of betrayal. A man who's realized that loyalty isn't owed, it's earned. And Harry? He spent every bit of it. Even if Meghan walked away tomorrow, William doesn't believe trust can be rebuilt. It's not just broken. It's been destroyed, buried, and left behind. It's not just Meghan's controversies that set this off. It's the fact that Harry has stood by her through all of them, without a word of dissent. From Oprah interviews to awkward product launches to strategic press leaks, Harry has played the role of quiet supporter.
Circles her genitals. Here's the problem. We don't like you, Meghan Markle, and no amount of posting videos that you think are going to humanize you will make us like you.
To William, that's not ignorance, it's intent. He believes Harry didn't just go along for the ride. He helped steer the ship. That's why he no longer sees his brother as a misguided royal. He sees him as a co-conspirator. And in William's world, that level of betrayal can't be undone with apologies. What's happening now isn't for public consumption, at least not yet. But multiple sources say William has already begun making quiet but decisive moves. Legal teams are exploring options. Communications are being rerouted. Invitations are being edited. He knows that stripping titles could ignite legal chaos, but there are other, more subtle levers. Royal protocol is like a chessboard.
In royal land, and certainly I don't know whether William will be regretting this statement. It seemed pretty off the cuff. I mean, he was pretty relaxed today. He was visiting some of the squaddies at the Army Air Corps in Suffolk in the east of England, and sort of just made this comment after they were talking to him about visiting family, you know, the fact that they get to spend long time away from home on duty.
And William is positioning every piece. No headlines, no drama, just the slow, strategic freezing out of a problem he believes is endangering the crown. Meghan, meanwhile, keeps trying to reinvent herself as a brand mogul. But the results speak for themselves. Her jam line was mocked online. Her podcast flopped. Her lifestyle brand launch fizzled out before it even began. Behind the scenes, Netflix reportedly passed on her latest idea, calling it unmarketable. Dior ignored her ambassador pitch, handing Harry a suit instead. That silence from the fashion world? Deafening.
Honestly, the pair of them are just moany, whiny, awful, hypocritical, vile people. They really are. I'm sorry. And every time I've sat on this panel and tried to defend the fact he needs security because of his time in Afghanistan and because of the fact that he will always be the son of a king, and I think that on that he actually has a point.
High-end brands thrive on exclusivity, not controversy. And no amount of curated Instagram posts can change that. William sees all of it. And to him, it's not just tacky, it's harmful. Every failed venture, every tabloid headline, every awkward press stunt reflects back on the monarchy. William understands this better than anyone. The institution he's preparing to lead is supposed to represent stability, grace, and duty. Meghan's chaos doesn't just create noise, it chips away at the very foundation of that legacy. And Harry, by standing next to her, has become part of the problem. William is no longer willing to sacrifice the reputation of the crown to save a relationship that's beyond saving. William is proving he's ready to lead, not just with tradition, but with action. He learned from his grandmother, Queen Elizabeth, who made difficult decisions without blinking, like when she blocked Harry and Meghan from using the Sussex royal branding. William watched closely. When Lady Susan Hussey became the center of a racism scandal, William didn't delay. He made a clean break. That same sharp instinct is now guiding his approach to the Sussex drama. It's not about feelings, it's about duty. And William is showing he's more than willing to protect the monarchy at any cost. There won't be a big press conference or dramatic declaration. That's not William's style. What we're seeing now is a slow, surgical freeze-out. The phone calls have stopped, the invites are drying up, and the royal machine is treating Harry and Meghan like they no longer exist. The message is clear. You're either in or you're out.
It's unbelievable how she created this whole racial firestorm for the royal family. She sat with Oprah. She clearly injected the issue of race. They were concerned about the color of my baby's skin.
And William has decided they're out, not just for now, permanently. This isn't a pause, it's an ending. The world is catching up. Once hailed as modern revolutionaries, Harry and Meghan are now seen by growing numbers as media opportunists. Their every move feels calculated. Their brand is built on victimhood, and the public is losing interest. From cringeworthy interviews to shallow fashion campaigns, their empire is unraveling under its own weight. And William? He's watching it all collapse, without lifting a finger. Some argue that Harry would have walked a different path without Meghan's influence, but William's not entertaining that theory. He sees a man who made his choice and doubled down with every insult hurled at the crown. Harry didn't just go along for the ride, he helped fan the flames. And now, he's going to feel the consequences. The palace door didn't just close on Meghan, it slammed shut on both of them. Meghan is still trying to stay relevant, but the more she pushes, the more resistance she faces. Big brands have walked away. The royals have gone silent. Her stories keep backfiring. And with each misstep, William's resolve hardens. He no longer sees her as a misunderstood outsider. He sees her as a liability, a ticking time bomb that's already exploded one too many times. So now, William is doing what future kings must do. He's choosing the crown over chaos, duty over drama. And in time, history won't remember him as the brother who stayed quiet. It will remember him as the king who drew the line and never looked back.